Yo, what's up, everybody, and welcome to the newest edition of the Bronx Muchachos podcast, brought to you by the Baseball Banter Broadcast Network. I'm your host, Mark, and of course, I got my main man, Dave, with me. Dave, what's happening, brother?
What's happening, everybody? Sorry for the late start, but StreamYard decided to throw us a curveball before opening day and mess with Mark's settings, so we're here a little bit late. Apologies. So if you're watching this on YouTube, you know what to do. Hit that like and subscribe button if you like the flavor we bring every week. Go ahead and do that, and go back and watch our past episodes too if you've missed anything, and be sure to subscribe on all audio platforms as well.
Definitely, and a big shout out to our man Daniel right now, saying what's up to everyone. Happy Tuesday, everyone. Daniel, what's happening, brother? Good for you to be in the chat. And yeah, if you guys are, like you said, Dave, you're watching us here, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. If you listen to us, don't want to see our beautiful faces, go check us out on all audio platforms.
Speak for yourself. I'm pretty beautiful.
Well,
I'm also younger than you, so I got that on my side.
That is true. That is true. I'm the boomer of the duo. But speaking of boomers, we got we don't have Dave Wells boomer going on, but we do have tomorrow. We do have baseball, official baseball coming back, and Yankees visiting the San Francisco Giants. 8 p.m. Eastern time, 5 p.m. Pacific time. Let's get this going. Let's go
on
with
Netflix. On Netflix, so everyone doesn't think it's on MLB TV or ESPN. No, it's on Netflix. So if you don't have Netflix, yeah, SOL. If you don't know what that means, ask your kids, ask a friend. But yeah, finally, real baseball for me. I'm excited when spring training starts, but right around like the second week of March, I'm like ready for it to be over. Opening on the road, not really a fan of, especially in March. I can't imagine the weather being that nice in Northern California, especially being on the water. Maybe I'm wrong. I've never been to San Francisco, so maybe I'm tripping. But yeah, Max Fried, game 1, Cam Schlittler, game 2, Will Warren, game 3, and Ryan Weathers, game 4, and then
3 game set.
Okay, and then you got
it's a 3 game set.
So Weathers and Fried are pitching the first 2 games in Seattle then after.
Yeah, so it's opening day in Seattle. I believe it's opening day in Seattle because it goes tomorrow. Day off on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, day off Monday, then these weird. So basically, what it comes down to is why Luis Heel is going to be headlining the best rotation in AAA now.
Dude, that squad is stacked.
So, hey, listen, Hal turned around. He had that one press conference where he's wearing the Rail Rider shirt. He was speaking that into existence how the Rail Riders are going to be the bomb this year.
He's quite frankly worrying about championships in the wrong place. Apparently,
when he talks about championships, he never said where. So he knows he's putting all his eggs in the basket of the Scranton Wilkes-Barre Rail Riders. They got J-Dom. They got Spencer Jones.
Elmer Rodriguez.
They got LaGrange. They got
Max Schumann. Brendan Beck.
Yeah.
Chase Hampton. Hampton got sent to Double-A.
Young is over there. Chase Hampton's supposed to be over there too. Or eventually he'll be there. They got to that team's gonna be stacked. That team is going to be stacked.
Imagine being prospects that are new to AAA. You can basically go face a major league squad. What a kick in the gut.
For most teams, well, you got to remember this. Most teams, it's Double-A is where the best prospects usually lie. I think it's what the best hitters are in AAA, the best pitchers are in Double-A.
It's kind of weird like that. I've seen it go the other way too, where there's been a lot of good hitters in Double-A and then or pitchers in Double-A. I've seen it go both ways, but they say Double-A is the delineation line of whether or not you can hack it as a baseball player. If you can't make it in double A, like you're usually 9 times out of 10, like jettisoned out of the organization, or they repurpose you somehow, like we've seen happen with Antonio Gomez, who is a catcher. And then, his arm strength for second base was like 103 miles an hour. They're like, you know what? Why don't you go stand on the mound? We'll try this.
He was originally signed as a pitcher. So he was a pitcher. They converted him to a catcher. The bat never came around, so they decided to convert him back to a pitcher. I mean, take a look at with the Athletics. Robert Poisson, he was signed as a switch hitting shortstop when he was a better pitcher than he was a hitter, let alone a shortstop. So they're transitioning him back to being a pitcher now.
Yeah.
So these things happen a lot of times. So hey, let's let it ride, man. I mean, they still got prospect capital. I mean, Antonio Gomez, he had some, he went back to pitching arm issue. So hopefully he can make it to the bigs as a relief pitcher. I mean, he's gonna shoot. I mean, he was making his pop times and throws down to second base at 103 miles an hour. So there's a good chance that that kind of an arm you want to have in the bullpen. For at least for a few years.
Well, we thought tonight we were going to be talking about our opening day roster predictions, but you and Jay did it last week when I was at work. And
only Jay did it last week. I was saving Jay.
Well, the roster's pretty much set. There's really no surprises. Yeah. The only surprise to me is how many left-handed pitchers we got in the bullpen. Brent Hedrick, Ryan Yarbrough, and Tim Hill. So first time in a while we've had 3 left-handers in the bullpen, so that's going to be interesting to watch. I mean, Hedrick was doing good until he got hit in the head with the line drive. So hopefully he's bounced back from that. And I mean, the roster's not really a surprise to me. I mean, I guess not really the biggest surprise, I just never thought they'd actually do it, is sending Luis Gil to AAA, but they don't need a 5th starter until April 11th anyway, so it kind of makes sense to send him down there to keep him fresh. Given the fact you don't need a 5th starter until April 11th.
Cade Winquist was the big surprise, because usually the Yankees don't keep a Rule 5 pickup.
They're kind of forced to at this point. I mean, you took them, might as well use them while the season doesn't really mean anything at this point. First game of the year. Maybe he pitches tomorrow, maybe he doesn't.
Well, I mean, all he's got to do is stay on the roster. He's got to stay on the roster the entire year. That's all. That's all.
That's not going to happen.
If he doesn't, then he's got to go back to whomever, or they can trade him, I think.
He came from the Cardinals, so my thought process is on this. He's going to get jettisoned the minute April 10th rolls around and Gil's back in the major leagues. He's going to be the first domino to fall. So,
I mean, there's other guys that could go. I mean, if Bird is pitching like he did last year, then he could go back down. If Blackburn's pitching poorly, if Yarbrough's pitching poorly, if Hedrick is pitching poorly, I mean, there's options to kind of kick it away.
I just think there's a pecking order, right? I don't think Ryan Yarbrough is going to be going anywhere. No. There's definitely a hierarchy pecking order here, and I don't think that Ryan Yarbrough is going to get jettisoned over a Rule 5 draft pick. So
no,
I mean,
but here's the thing, like, if
now the kid's pitching good, I mean, there's a possibility of something else happening. I mean, yeah, like you said, if Jake Bird is throwing birds and it's leaving the yard, like we saw in his first 3 outings with the Yankees after they got him from Colorado. I mean, see you later, dude.
Yeah, well, I mean, also don't forget. I mean, if they get rid of Winquist, they DFA him or whatever, send him back down, then he's got to go back to the Cardinals, and they get what, $50,000 or something along those lines. They get money back for sending him back. So Hal likes to keep his money. So that's always that plan of attack. I mean, even on the offensive side, I mean, Wells, Escara, Bellinger, Rice, Jazz, Caballero, Rosario, Judge, Stanton, Grisham, Grichuk, Goldschmidt, and McMahon. I mean, that's pretty much your entire line. That's pretty much your lineup from last year.
I mean, Randall Grichuk would have been good when Joey Gallo was having his issues, but I don't know what you're going to get out of him.
He's
on the wrong side of 30. He's been around for a while.
Well, they wanted to have the right-handed bat over Dominguez being there, so That's where.
Yeah,
that's
and
where
this is the
that's
thing
where
that gets me, man. They sent both their switch hitters back to Scranton, Dominguez and Cabrera. I can understand Cabrera because he's coming back from snapping his ankle in half and he's got to get reps and playing time and all of that. But it's like you sent both your switch hitters back to AAA. Now you have no switch hitters on the bench. And that's, to me, that's a nice tool to have. I don't know. I'm still stuck in the Bernie Williams and Jorge Posada days, I guess. But I like having switch hitters.
Well, you may take it more recently, 2009, when they had 4 switch hitters on the team.
Well, then yeah, sure.
So I mean, there's a switch hitting. I mean, switch hitting is a kind of a dying breed anyway. I mean,
I know.
You know, the Latin American players are kind of the ones beginning or trying to keep it relevant, but you know, there's some here and there in America. But I mean, if you look at it, it's if you're hitting, if you're young, if you're hitting well from one side of the plate, then they're sticking. Kids are just sticking to it. They're not. They might mess around. They might turn around, mess around, hit from the other side. But outside of that, on a regular basis, I mean, you have a hitting coach. No, the hitting coach is going to teach you from one side. So that's that.
Well, I mean, we've seen it with Cedric Mullins. He was a switcher, and now he just bats left-handed because batting right-handed just wasn't happening. So the Orioles were like, nope, left-handed. Now he plays for the Mets, but. Yeah.
Well, look what you were saying before about Cabrera. Cabrera at one point they were telling him even against lefties, left-handed. Like forget about the switch hitting.
He's a better left-handed hitter anyway, my opinion.
But I mean, it comes down to the switch hitting is something that is like it was a really big thing, especially to mess up lineups, like especially back in the day where you can really bring pitchers in, like have the lefty specialist just to get out like a Giambi, an Ortiz, a Mattingly, you know what I'm saying? Like those kind of bonds, like any of those guys, you'd bring in the lefty for one guy and then boom, you pull him out. So
I also feel like it was developed to defeat the double switch in the National League when that was a thing.
It was a multi-tool. It was a multifaceted because don't forget you had National League pitcher managers that were making their way to the American League, and but American League had a lot of the left-handed power bats at one point. So at that point, you always had that one lefty. Okay, your job, you're going to go face David Ortiz, like that is your job. When it comes to the 7th inning beyond. You're going to get ready just to face him and then come out the game. You can go like 70, 80 appearances, but rack up like 40 innings at most. Yeah. So, we still have 3 left-handed catchers.
Whatever.
It's funny. So opening day tomorrow. What's your prediction for the lineup? I mean, pretty much the lineup set, but let's see. What's your order?
Grisham, Judge, Bellinger. I want to say maybe Wells, cleanup, Giancarlo 5. Caballero 6, Jazz 6, Caballero 7, McMahon 8, and Escara 9. I mean, who the hell am I forgetting here? Ben Rice. So yeah, switch. I bet Jazz 9th and put Rice 6th.
Did you forget?
I don't have it written down in front of me. I'm going off memory here. So
yeah, no, I got you. I mean, mine is I was a big proponent of what last year they always had Grisham batting first, which at the end of the year, man, he shouldn't have been playing, but whatever. I'm tired of going over that kind of stuff. That's in the past now. Not doing that. It's
gonna drive you crazy, man.
Oh yeah,
it's just gonna drive you nuts. So don't give any heedance to it.
No. So the my lineup is like this. It's gonna go Rice, Judge, Bellinger, Stanton, Rice, Judge, Bellinger, Stanton, Jazz, Grisham 7, Grisham 6, Wells 7, Escara, Caballero 8, and then McMahon 9.
Yeah,
That's how I think they're going to do it. I think that's going to be your right. That's going to be the righty. That's going to be your righty lineup the entire season, for most of the season.
Yeah.
And then obviously when the lefties come in, then they kind of Goldie plays first base. Obviously, Ben Rice they'll probably switch to the catching that day, and then maybe you sit Grisham, and then I think you sit Grisham and play Bellinger in center field and put Grisham over in left field. So that's how I see that.
Yeah. No, I can totally see that. So probably be a low scoring game tomorrow. Logan Webb versus Max Fried. So
it's still cold in Cal. It's still cold in NorCal. So I mean, you're not going to see too many home runs per se.
Nah. I'd be surprised if you see one. Honestly,
I think if anybody, it's going to be they'll be the right-handed side. I mean, obviously, you put your money on Judge hitting a home run, but I think more or less it's going to be any of the right-handed bats can put one out. Even on the San Francisco side, I mean, they got right-handed power there. Why not give it a whirl? Like I think that right now it's too cold for like a Devers to crash one out or a Bellinger to hit one out. Even maybe Rice who's got power might be able to get one or at least hit off the wall out there. But
yeah, but what though,
the splashdown is going to be too much with that cold weather.
Devers has always found a way to mash a home run off Yankees pitching his entire career, so I wouldn't put anything past that dude. Whether or not they can get him to play first base that day, who knows? Based off what the shenanigans last year. I'm not playing first. Well, you see, gave Matt Chapman $144 million. So, yeah, you got to move.
Yeah.
What you looking up?
I'm trying to find out the weather for tomorrow.
I would have to say probably mid-50s.
Yeah.
Hey, at least they're not opening the year in Cleveland where it's still a possibility of snow happening.
Anything's possible. Anything's possible at that point. Oh yeah, no, just waiting. It's 60. They're saying what? 63 right now. If they give me the weather for tomorrow, one of these days, if anything works here.
Let's see, you'll probably find it faster than you.
51 degrees out there tonight. Tomorrow.
Yeah, see, I was right.
Yeah. So it'll be a good time. I mean, I'm expecting what? I'm expecting Free to go at least 6 innings tomorrow. Hopefully, he's got a feel for most of his pitches. Opening day, you figure that the pitching should always be ahead of the batting. Logan Webb also pitched in the World Baseball Classic, so he's had some good innings underneath his belt as well.
Yep.
I just hope I can see Boone doing Boone things, which is going to the bullpen early and often. So I could see Free going 5 innings. I could see him going 6 innings as well.
I think he'll go at least 6. And I don't think you'll see Boone use more than three relievers. They might use, depending on the score. I don't see any of the high leverage guys coming in right away.
Depending on the
more
score.
Inclined to see Yarbrough or Blackburn mixed in with maybe a Bird or Winquist, however the heck you pronounce his last name. But I don't think they're gonna use like Cruz or any of those guys.
Oh, I think in the 7th inning, I think he's gonna go to Cruz. I think you could see like Yarborough, or I can see Yarborough, Blackburn, Bird, any of those guys, Cade Winquist, like that's like in the 6th inning. So like if Fried gets into the 6th and can't get out of the 6th, I could see those guys coming in during that time frame. But I could see the 7th inning being Cruz. I could see Duvall going 8, being the 8th inning guy, and I could see Bednar closing it out.
Yeah, maybe.
I could definitely see all that stuff happening. I can see it all blowing up in their face too. So I mean,
positive thoughts. It's a new season.
I truly am positive about this. I think that, I think that Judge will be. I think Judge will be home run leader in the AL this year. I think Bellinger will split time between all three infield positions, and at some point, I think he'll make a move he'll do some infield, some first base. I'm really excited to see what Ryan McMahon does. I really like to see that I want to see that new batting stance, when it counts. So that's kind of the things I'm hoping for there. Hoping that, Max Fried watching Garrett Cole work and, sitting down with the professor that, all the time they can, letting Garrett Cole go nerd, be the big pitching nerd with him. Just go for that. I can't wait for Garrett Cole, like bearded Garrett Cole now on the Yankees.
Yeah. I thought that was something they were going to roll back once Devin Williams was gone.
No, they opened up that can of worms. And they couldn't do it just for Devin Williams because, man, like if you're going to turn around and you're going to make that change, you're going to make that change just for a free agent or for a trade piece. When you've had
only reason why they did it, they came out and basically damn near came out and said it.
Well, they said it was because they've been talking about it for years upon years.
Yeah, okay.
Because think of it this way: you had Andrew McCutchen on this team, and he had the beard, he had the and he had the dreadlocks. They made him cut all that stuff off.
I know.
At that point, like Andrew McCutchen holds more value than a Devin Williams.
I was upset when they didn't bring him back after that year. I was like,
I don't think he wanted. I don't think
he did either.
I think because of the hair policy, he didn't want to do it. He wanted to have that. And it's one of those things. Like it stinks, but that was the policy. I think I said it before. I'll say it again. I never thought that the Yankees were gonna wonder how. I never thought they were going to change that hair policy.
Prior to George taking over the team, they had facial hair too, because there's a Thurman Munson baseball card from like 1974 or whatever, and he's got a full-grown beard. Mm-hmm. It wasn't until George showed up in 76 that it was like, yeah, this is over with.
Well, George bought the team early. He didn't buy it. He bought it in 72.
Did he? Okay, so it was like Thurman's rookie year or something.
Yeah. So what George said that he
70. That's what it was.
So George Steinbrenner didn't like the fact that he showed up to spring training one day and saw like different lengths of beard, sideburns, all that stuff. And being from West Point, he implemented that rule. I thought Hal was going to keep that rule in place, and then it was going to be the next generation. It was going to be the nephew who's Swindell's the Swindell child who's going to take over the team. I thought he was going to be the one to get rid of the hair policy. Like
we will be in our 60s when this dude takes over the team. I don't think he's gonna.
I think he will. He's being groomed. He's being groomed right now.
We'll see.
They're groomed. He's been groomed for the past couple of years. So he's like Hal's not giving it to his kids. Hank's not getting Hank's kids. It's going to Jennifer's son. Jennifer's son is taking on.
Well, probably no one else in the family wanted to deal with it.
He's going to be taking over the team. Maybe. Or maybe they – I mean, don't forget, Hal – you got to remember the way it was going. Like, Swindell was supposed to take over. It wasn't supposed to go – George wasn't going to give it to his kids. So, that is when – and then Hank took over, and Hank took over because of what happened. And then he wound up having cancer, unfortunately, and – Hal was never the one supposed to take over this team. So Hal now being in charge kind of, it's he runs it like he runs it because he wasn't supposed to. So all he was going to run it with the spreadsheet and he's more important. It's more important for him to answer to his investors. So
yeah.
But That's a long way away from anything like that happening.
We'll see.
But no, I'm excited. I'm excited for tomorrow. I'm looking for good baseball. I'm looking for Caballero to get on base and start running wild. I'm looking for Jazz to not go for 50 home runs. I'm looking for him to
not do Jazz things.
I'm looking for Jazz to be the guy when he says I'm swinging 70% and just slap the ball to the other feet to the opposite direction and slap the go gap to gap. That's the Jazz I'm looking for. I'm looking for Bellinger to make good contact and hit the ball around the way.
Yeah.
Being staying positive with things. I'm not going down the negative road. I'm staying in the positive roads.
I don't know why. I'm more excited for Cam Schlittler on Friday. So,
well, I mean,
I'm more excited for that
he's on a pitch limit too. I mean, he's on what, like an 80 pitch limit or something?
Something like that, yeah. Because of his back. But
yeah, so I mean, yeah, it'll be fun. Like pitching, like I said, pitching this year is going to be the hallmark of what this team is going to be about. Hopefully, Rodon comes back and he comes back strong. Garrett Cole looks like he's coming back strong. So, don't forget he's gonna go through like a little dead arm period at some point. So you kind of hopefully just mitigate. He, gets mitigated along the way, and boom. I mean, his one outing is already thrown in the upper 90s. So, yeah, that's
2 outings. He pitched today against the Cubs.
Good for him. Hopefully he just continues on doing what he's gonna do.
And what his pitching line was.
Well, Weathers went 80 pitches, 5 innings, a few strikeouts. So
maybe I saw an older post, which is also quite possible.
Well, if it's a post that he had only 10, if it was a post with him only having 10 pitches, then it's the wrong.
Yeah, one. I think I was seeing the post from the other day because Weathers started today's game, not Cole. So I was looking at the one from the day prior. So oops. Oh. Oh well.
It happens.
You know what strikes me as crazy is Garrett Coleman has 153 wins in
that doesn't strike me as
12 seasons.
No, I mean, don't forget. I mean, he had the first bunch of those years in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, but he didn't have a losing record. Well, the only losing record he had in Pittsburgh is 2016 when he was 7-10, and then he was 12-12 in 2017, and then goes to Houston, 15-5 in 18, 20-5 in 19, 7-3 in 2020, 16-8. In 21, 13-8 in 22, 15-4 in 23, and then 8-5 in 2024. So,
yeah. So I mean, yeah, it happens.
Just think of how many more wins Curt Schilling would have had he not wasted all those years in Philadelphia.
Those are kind of, you never know. I mean, listen, Curt Schilling all of a sudden was pitching really strong at the back end of his career during the steroid era.
Wonder why.
Yeah. Down in Arizona where Grimsley was.
Yeah. About that.
Yeah, about that. I mean, listen, I'm not looking back at all those steroid guys, but I mean, yeah, listen, Garrett Cole, he played for Pittsburgh. So don't forget on top of that, I mean, you're looking at his win-losses, but don't forget, like, all the games that he could have gotten wins and then they blew the game for him too. I mean, even with the Yankees, there was plenty of games that he was in line for the win and then it just fell apart for him. It fell apart, whether the bullpen fell apart or something or other.
I mean, I think Jordan Montgomery got the shit end of the stick with that, though. I mean, every game his last season that he pitched, they would never score runs for him. And then the next starter the next day would get like 8 or 9 runs scored for them. It's like, I feel bad for this dude. Like, this dude can't get out of his own way.
Well, that was that 1 year with for Mike Mussina. Mike Mussina was there.
Yeah.
Roger Clemens was getting 8-9 runs a game, and Mike Mussina was getting like 2 runs a game. And he had to pitch damn well perfect.
I think that was 2002.
Time. Something like that. 2002 or 2002.
Yeah, 03 or 02 or 03. Yeah.
Yeah, it was 03. I think it was like I think it was 03. It might have been 03 because but switching quick gears. I mean, talking about news, baseball news. PCA gets a 6-year, $115 million extension. Good for him.
I thought he would have gotten more.
Yeah, they were saying like the Cubs wanted to give him an extension last year, and the number was 66 million last year. So he almost doubled it this year. Waiting a year and getting Rookie of the Year. So, I mean, it's worthwhile. I mean, he did what he did well.
Well, with the looming strike and the way free agency's been lately, I don't blame him for taking it, to be quite honest. One less thing you got to worry about. So, and then we traded Zach Short to the Washington Nationals for a box of baseballs, I think.
Money to come, play was it cash considerations?
Yeah, cash.
And Jorbit Vivas, I think, Jorbit Vivas went down to the Nationals.
I knew we were forgetting to talk about something.
My thoughts on that. Before we do that, you were mentioning Cole. Cole did pitch today. By the way,
he did.
Yeah, it was today or yesterday. So it was today. Yeah, he pitched in the spring training finale for the Yankees against the Cubs, where he pitched 1 2/3 innings in the Yankees 8-3 win. Cole he had three strikeouts. So through 17 pitches, topping his fastball sat at 96.3 miles an hour, topping out at 98. So
we might get him back sooner than we think. If this keeps trending this direction,
he mixed in the pitches. He mixed the knuckle curve, the slider, the sinker, the changeup, and his cutter. With 17 pitches, he's through 17 pitches, mixing in 6 of those pitches. So yeah, it's something. It's something to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see what his windup looks like. That's gonna be interesting.
Oh, the overhead. It'll be something. It'll definitely be something. But yeah. Sorry to bring that up, but then we were mentioned it before. Jorbit Vivas, he got traded to the Nationals, and we got in return. I'm actually going to pull up the guy's stuff right now.
The 21-year-old right-hander.
Mm-hmm.
Made it to AAA last year for the Nationals. ERA was like 3.41 or something like that.
What was it? Sean Paul Linian, I think it's his name.
Yeah.
Yep, that's who he is. Yeah, so he's supposed to have a decent. He's supposed to have a decent fastball. But what he wound up, one of the big stats that was well last year was he wound up. He pitched a good amount. I mean, he had 77. He had 77.1 innings, pitched with 106 strikeouts. So he knows how to miss bats. I mean, it was all in high. He's in high A ball right now, but he
made it to AAA last year.
That was with Nationals. And they have him punched in with as of right now. The pipeline has him punched in for Hudson Valley.
Wow.
Maybe not. Maybe. But you got to. But
what does that say about the Nationals minor league system? If he was in AAA for the Nationals last year and he's getting knocked all the way back down to Hudson Valley.
Well, this is what I was going to say. He wound up pitching in. He pitched an A ball. They showed him 2 different high A balls, so I don't know if he was acquired last year. But he only pitched for 2. He only pitched 2. Had 2 starts in AAA for the Nationals. So I guess they wanted to get him more experience. So they just threw him in AAA, where he pitched 7 1/3 innings in 2 starts.
Like when I read the press release, they made it sound like this kid pitched the entire season in AAA the way they were making the sound. Because I was like, 21 years old, made it to AAA last year. That's pretty damn impressive. And then peel the onion back, and it's like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Who wrote this article?
So yeah, so what happened was he was originally signed by the Dodgers. The Dodgers sent him over to the Nationals in the Alex Call deal. So yeah, I mean they kept him in high ball. They just wanted to get him some more reps, throw him into AAA because AAA was still going.
Yeah.
So he's got the grades he's got his fastball is graded at a 40, his sliders at a 45, his changeup is his best pitch is graded at a 70. He's got control at a 45. He's an overall 40 pitcher. So, he did go to AAA and he did do the fall league last year too. So we'll see. And he's 21-year-old. So get him in the gas station let him go in the gas station and probably, that fastball will tick up some. But Yankees have a 10, listen, they wanted a pitcher. They got rid of a 40-man roster guy.
Well, he had no options left. So
yeah.
It was either DFA and get nothing for him or trade him and get something for him. So I'm not broken up about it. I mean, they gave up Trey Sweeney for him. And then Sweeney ended up going to the Dodgers in the Jack Flaherty trade. But I'm not losing sleep over this. I mean, the kid spent some time in the major leagues with the Yankees last year. That was okay. Defense, meh. But who knows?
He was a second baseman. So, listen, if right now there's no spot in second base for him right now. Currently, there's possibly no spot for him in the future at second base. Depending on
they're making plans. Things are happening.
Okay. Depending on how everything moves. Depending on it all. So. Happy baseball. I think that should do it for us tonight.
Yeah, that's it. Short, sweet, to the point. Like we were saying earlier, you're watching us on YouTube and you're not subscribed, do us a favor. Subscribe. Tell your friends to subscribe, your family, your cat, your dog, your goldfish, everybody you know. We'll be back next Thursday. Same time, same place. And enjoy the game tomorrow, everybody. Have a good one. Oh, and by the way, you can catch me on Whatnot, 10 o'clock. Eastern Standard Time. We are doing a break for Blasters of 2026 Top Series 1. So follow me on Whatnot, Gilly's House of Cards, and come have some fun tonight in about a half hour. So
there you go.
See you, everybody.
Peace.